Hey everyone, Soundwave 84 here. And this review today will be of Studio Series number 38, Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie. And take a look at the packaging. Yes, 35 steps. There's a lot of steps. So the little, what you call bio, the one line they give on the box, just pretty much talks about the Golden Gate Bridge. The iconic Art Deco suspension bridge spans 4,200 feet and is open to car, bike, giant converting robot, and foot traffic. Who knew? That's what the backdrop is the bridge scene towards the end of the Bumblebee movie when Prime and Bumblebee are driving side by side. So let's get to the review. Alright, so taking a look at the robot mode itself, it is a wonderful recreation of what we saw in the Bumblebee Transformers movie. It is probably one of the most solid Optimus Primes I've held that's not a masterpiece. He's very well put together. He basically has no hollowness when you're looking at him. He's solid throughout. Now, he just has some panels that are sort of hiding some hollowness, but he's actually a rather hefty robot. Just do a little quick turnaround. He compacts very well. Does not have a big backpack. You know, this is a backpack. It's actually the front of the truck, just turned around. It collapses well, so it's not as noticeable as it is on the Optimus Prime from the Siege line. Like I said, I was very impressed by this Optimus Prime. He's got a ton of articulation, and he poses well. Now, the only problem I really have with this figure, I would say, is the fact that, like most Studio Series tabs, do not always hold. Alright, so let's take a gander at that face sculpt going on here with Optimus Prime. It's very good likeness from the movie. I said this is probably the best movie style Optimus Prime from the live action. A lot better than what we got in the Bayverse, the first 5 films. Now, articulation wise, you're going to get a lot out of this figure, like I said. With the legs, you can kick out. Back, you're not going to get as much. Hits there. Then you get a deep knee bend. You have an upper thigh swivel. And you have, of course, ankle tilts. And you got a little bit of a rocker here. Do for transformation. You do have a waist swivel, and you can 360 him all the way around. These black things do kind of get in the way on his hips. Just got to remember to push them down. You have in his arms, he has elbow bends to there. He has a bicep swivel. He also has a forearm swivel. There's a little line right here. You can turn it. It's for transformation. That gives you extra posing options. He also has a wrist swivel. Shoulders you can 360 around, but you have to pull this piece out because it hits. I've untabbed it. And close it back down. Also, if you want the shoulders, you can go out and then go out to there. It's a top of the cab filler, what this piece is. So it gets out of your way for when you want to do some poses. Head can 360 all the way around. You have a slight up and down. No wobble left or right. And that's pretty much your articulation on this guy. Also, the smokestacks here can move to get out of your way for certain things if you so desire. Like I said, an excellent Prime, very hefty, very solid. Like I said, my biggest problem with this is just some things not wanting to tab in. Now let's get him transformed into his truck mode. To do that, first thing you want to do is articulate his forearm. Do the other one. And you want to raise his arms up, open his chest, or raise the camera up just a slight bit. This piece here with his head comes down and out all the way. Back piece here, pull it down. You can see where it becomes the front of the truck. These tires here, you will now pull them out to the side, and it kind of opens up the body. Take this, bring it up. Now there's a swivel here, and you will swivel just this top half around. And do a 180. And bring this piece here down. These will now collapse together. Underneath here, there's a little piece you swivel around each side. Next thing you want to do is arms here, bring it up to an elbow bend. This is sort of the G1 part here, and you just want to bring this back, and then turn this in. Do the same on the other side. Up, back, and then in. Coming to the back side here, you got his head. You just want to bring this piece up, and it will just collapse. The gray piece here will just collapse inside this little gap until it just sort of locks in. Then you want to take this piece here, you on his arm, unfold it, and then there's a tab here and a slot up here. There's a tab on this, a slot here, and you will just fold this up to get all to line up, and you will then tab it all in. Like so. Then this filler piece here just opens up and closes up and just collapses in to fill that little gap. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side here. Just open this up, bring it up, tab it in, and then take this piece, fold it in. Come back around to the front of the cab here. Take this piece here of the tires. This comes up, and this will just lock in to this. And the same with the other side. There you go. And this piece here will now come up and lock in to the front. And there are tabs, each piece here, and slots inside. There you go. And the front of the truck is now complete. Now you come back here to his legs. Excuse me. Piece here, you will now fold this piece, or just swivel this piece down. This piece here will now open up. And this gray piece back here, you can now bring up. And there is a tab here that will go in the little spot here. Just stay on the other side. This piece goes down. Open this up. And this piece here separates from this, goes up and tabs in. And don't tab in very well though. And now you want to come down here to his feet, bring them down. Put his pieces here, bring it up. Piece here will fold in on it, collapse. Bring this up. Same on the other side. Bring this up, fold this piece here in, up. These pieces here will now collapse onto the blue part. His feet will then bring them out, swivel them like so. And this is going to rotate all the way around to the inside until you lock it in. Same on the other side. Piece. Bring the foot out, swivel it, rotate it around. You see this little tab on the inside here. We'll catch into a piece inside. Now inside here you have the hitch for the trailer. Bring this out. You can see it's got this little molded section here that will slot into this little gap here. There's a tab at the tip here, with a tab in here. So what you want to do is just line this piece up with this piece, but just worry about tabbing this in. Don't push on this because you're just going to move it. As long as you get that lined up, just push down here where the tab is. Tab that in. So, see there's little circle pegs on the smokestacks that will go right here. So just collapse that down. You'll tab it in. Do this one first because it has the tab. So we get it down there, line up, tab it in. Then do the other one, and then the tabs will just line together, get it all secured, and you are done with Optimus Prime. And just make sure you got the tabs in. Like I said, things like to pop off. Come untabbed on these guys, especially this piece right here is my worst offender. That and his head likes to pop off. So, there you go. So this is Bumblebee Optimus Prime in vehicle mode. And it is still an excellent Optimus Prime. It does have its faults, and I find more fault with the vehicle mode than I do with the robot mode. Side view, it is really nice. Mine has this little, if I try to get him to level out, he likes to pop and tab. Front view is gorgeous. So side views are good. Back view is not bad. Angle. Underneath is, you start noticing this gaping hole, which is probably not an angle you're really going to be looking at the figure very often. And you're not really going to notice it. But I mean, it does. You know, it's there. But otherwise, he still rolls. Probably one of the better rolling Transformers I've had in years. He's got big, beefy tires. I mean, big, beefy tires. Now, the front ones aren't so much, but they do have to fold in. Whereas these just stay there. They're just big and thick. Otherwise, it is an excellent Optimus Prime with lots of detail all on the vehicle. And you even have the side windows painted. See through it a little bit there. Even on the tires, there's lots of detail. Now you can take his gun, and it will just peg into the trailer part, like so. Overall thoughts on Optimus Prime. Robot mode is wonderful. It is gorgeous to look at. It is hefty. It is... there's not really many hollow spots to speak of on this figure. He looks good. He's got a wonderful head sculpt, tons of articulation, and he poses well. He is a good looking figure. It would look good to anybody who collects the Movieverse. And I would say this one blows the previous movie ones out of the water. I just love the look and feel of this one. It's less parts going around in a way. It's less fiddly, but it does have its problems. Just things as with all Studio Series figures I've had, most of them have some trouble somewhere with something tabbing in and staying tabbed in. Some things will not lock in. Pieces can pop off easily. I know it's made that way so you don't break the figure, but when you just do a little thing, just try to pull his head back out, try to get him from truck to robot, and his head just always wants to pop off. It can be annoying having to reattach piece every single time you transform it. So, but overall, it is a wonderful figure. He looks good in both modes. I still say robot mode is better than truck mode, but he's a win-win figure. If you love the Movieverse, he's a good figure. If you like G1, it's a good mix of movie aesthetic and G1 aesthetic. Can't go wrong with this one overall. It's probably one of the better figures they have released so far, in my opinion anyway. I want to say thanks for watching. Until next one.